Hey everyone! Hey Josie, what's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Carving pumpkins. And if you like carving pumpkins, then you should check out our Halloween video from last year.
Everybody knows that the best thing about Halloween is the candy.
So I sent Everett out to the grocery store to get some of the most important Halloween staples.
And I came home with about 3 times this much.
Who's gonna eat all of this?
You are. So for today's video, we're gonna make this German try out the most common candies that you will find in your trick-or-treat bag on Halloween.
And I shall be rating them so you don't waste your time on the bad candy. First things first, we can't make a video without having a good Halloween cocktail.
So orange juice and Tito's vodka.
I shall be mixing mine with blue curacao to make a green witchy potion.
And I'm gonna mix mine with grenadine for the little bit of a bloody effect. Prost.
Cheers.
All right, let's dig right in. So first off, the most common candy is probably the Hershey's Kiss. You'll also find these during Christmas.
I have had a Hershey's Kiss before. It's just chocolate. We have buttermilk chocolate in Europe. Rating, 5 out of 10. It's a classic, it's a staple, everyone can eat it, but could be better.
I like Hershey's Kisses.
We have, of course, a candy in Germany that is also translated to kisses, Küsschen.
Is it chocolate?
It's chocolate, but it has hazelnut in it.
Of course it does.
And the slogan is, good friends, you give a kiss. The smell of chocolate is nauseating.
Here's another very common candy. My grandfather loved Snickers. Every time I come to my grandpa's house, he'd be like, Gano, ¿quieres Snickers?
So of course I've had Snickers before because that is actually a candy we have in Europe. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 just because it has a little bit of extra in it. But on the other hand, I can eat Snickers any day of the year.
Next, we're gonna try Baby Ruth. Everybody knows Baby Ruth, the baseball player, but this is actually chocolate, caramel, and peanuts. A good joke back in the day was if you wanted to freak people out at the pool, you get a big bar of Baby Ruth and you throw it into the pool and it would look like a turd floating in the pool.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's off-puttingly chewy if you don't expect it. It does taste good actually. Not my favorite. So 5 out of 10.
5? So this is a Three Musketeers.
This is a point that I want to bring up. The Mars chocolate bar company exists both in America and in Europe. But why don't you have the Mars bar? That's like the most important one.
I don't know what happened. I think we used to when they first came out.
America has 2 different versions of Milky Way. Neither one is the same like the European Milky Way.
What's in the Milky Way in Europe?
It's just a white fluffy cream, almost like marshmallow, but it's milk.
Yeah, so this would be that Milky Way, because the Three Musketeers is just chocolate and the nougat.
That's true, dog. Milky Way is white. I actually do like this. Second bite. I will choose this one over the others. 7.5 out of 10.
Ooh, almost an 8. Good job, Three Musketeers. Okay, so this is another common one. It is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And I think it's my favorite chocolate candy in America.
Fun fact, it's Reese's, not Reese's.
There's an apostrophe after the E, so it's the name Reese.
I know.
And then it's his.
You know
or
Reese's
hers.
Pieces?
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh my gosh. Chocolate and peanut butter, the best combination.
Also, on toast. Nutella and peanut butter.
Okay, so rate this.
8 out of 10.
Here's a pretty common one, and I know she likes these.
Kit Kats, I could eat all day, every day. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, so that has the same score as
This
Reese's?
and the Reese's, yeah. I just want you guys to know that we are risking diabetes for you guys.
And diabetes definitely runs in my family, so.
Nobody runs in your family.
All right, so here's a good one. This is also famous, and I know you guys have this in Germany.
Twixes are so good, because if you ask me, like, what do I want? I want something that's crunchy with caramel and chocolate.
I'm just the candy garbage disposal.
8 out of 10.
Here's a very common one you'll find in our trick-or-treat candy bag. York peppermint patties. This is chocolate with mint cream.
This looks like After 8.
Oh yeah, but those are thin. So yeah, it's like that, but with a lot more mint cream.
America. I really like After 8s, and I like this too. I don't think mint candy is for children.
What? Mint candy was always my favorite.
As a kid?
Yeah, yeah. Like I like these. I like, there's another candy that you'll find in movie theaters called Junior Mints.
As a kid, I would not have appreciated getting these at all. As an adult, I do like them. 7 out of 10.
Don't lay a finger on my Butterfinger. This is my Butterfinger. Well, no, this is your Butterfinger, so it's okay. You can lay a finger on your own Butterfinger. There you go. When I was a kid, I didn't like these candies at all. My grandfather actually loved them and had them all the time and would offer me them, but I really wouldn't eat them because I didn't like them.
So now I have to eat them?
I don't remember when. I think late teens, I started to really like them.
I don't love the chocolate on it. The inside is okay. It sticks to your teeth a lot. I bet dentists hate this one.
I think dentists hate all candy.
No. 6 out of 10. Not my favorite.
Oh. Ooh, this one came with a pink and a red.
I don't win.
The two best colors. No one likes yellow or orange.
This is like Mamba or Mao.
You guys don't have a Starburst in Germany?
I don't think so. I usually do prefer chocolate. An American fruity candy always has a very, very artificial flavor to it. 6.5.
Oh, all right. There's another candy that's very much like Starburst, but they're called now&laters. It's like the Starburst, but harder to chew.
Malu, what's your favorite candy?
Anything with coconut in it.
Well, the only thing I've got with coconut that's pretty popular is the Almond Joy.
Have you ever had an Almond Joy?
You know what? I have never had an Almond Joy, and I think today I'm going to try it for the first time because I just found out that I'm not allergic to almonds.
Whoa.
I know, crazy. This will be my first time. I usually have what they call mounds, which is the same thing, but without almonds. I had my first Almond Joy with you guys.
Oh, what's your rating?
I'll give it an 7.
I agree.
But that's when I put Reese's at a 10 and Butterfinger at a 10. Can't believe I almost forgot about this bad boy. Woohoo! Now this, I have no idea how to describe. Tootsie Roll is a very unique candy. It's like chocolate, but not at all like chocolate. Fun fact, when I was 8 years old, it was a Tootsie Roll that pulled a cap off of my tooth.
It's not great.
No, it's super popular in America.
I don't think they did a very good job making these. I'm gonna rate this 3 out of 10. Please don't give them to me.
Wow. Okay, we'll just put them at the bottom of the bowl here. I think we're gonna now start getting into our more obscure candies that you certainly won't find in Germany. For example, we're gonna do one that's pretty common. It's called a Rolo. Usually comes in a tube, and I think this is just caramel wrapped in chocolate.
7 out of 10.
All right, 7 out of 10 for the Rolos. Speaking of caramel, we've got something called Milk Duds. I don't think you can find this in Germany, but they are essentially the same thing. They are chocolate-covered caramel pieces, and they come in like little balls like this.
Why are they called Milk Duds?
Because the caramel is milky, and the chocolate is milky.
Okay, minus points for naming. I think they taste good. They have a stronger caramel flavor, like they let the caramel go a little bit darker than in the Rolo. 7.5 out of 10, but I don't like.
You like the Rolos better?
No, I like this better, but I don't like the name.
Stupid name, huh? So this is pretty popular. Crunch. This is chocolate-covered Rice Krispies.
I like Rice Krispies. Looking forward to this one. So it's a little bit like Rittersport Knusper. 7 out of 10.
All right, this is 100 grand. I actually don't eat this very often.
200 grand?
How rich can we go? So 100 grand is kind of like the Crunch Bar if you were to add a bunch of caramel. I'm pretty sure you won't find this in Germany.
This tastes very much like Lion candy bars, except Lion candy bars have a cookie element in the middle. 7 out of 10.
Man, a lot of 7s in here.
They're all just decent chocolates. They could be better.
I think they're great.
We're not ever gonna sleep tonight because we are gonna be so wired.
So this is actually quite common in your trick-or-treat bag. These are called Whoppers. This, I actually think, would be my least favorite candy. So it's a malt milk ball covered in chocolate.
Why are they called Whoppers? Like, if they're not from Burger King.
There you go. Whoop.
I kind of like it. It's crunchy.
Really? You're gonna have the other one?
No.
Aw.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 sounds right. I would have given it a 5 or 4. Okay, so this is super
When
rare.
are we done with the chocolate?
I think this is the last chocolate. So this is called a Heath bar. This is actually like pretty rare. You will find it in your trick-or-treat bag, but personally, I don't get much of these very often. This is basically English toffee covered in chocolate.
What is Heath?
Heath is a name.
Oh, we have it in Germany. It's croquant. As a kid, again, I would probably a little bit complain that this is like an adult candy. I don't know. I wouldn't feel like that's for children.
Yeah, see, I think so too. Actually, I will agree with you. In a way, I might think Butterfinger is an adult candy, but a Heath bar feels like old people candy.
Yeah. A 7 out of 10. It's good.
Okay, I think we are done with all the chocolate stuff.
Honestly, I was never so happy to hear that there was no more chocolate.
This is not chocolate, but it is a candy bar. I couldn't find any bite-sized paydays, so I got this at the cash register, but this is actually also popular. You might find this in your trick-or-treat bag. It's just caramel with peanuts.
Oh gosh, no,
No?
Don't like that one. 4 out of 10?
Wow. Now let's move on to something called an airhead. The unknown flavor. You just open it up, try it, and whatever it is what you get.
Is it one of the other 4 flavors, or is it a 5th flavor?
It's a white mystery. What's it taste like?
Chemistry. Okay, considering it's like a gummy sort of candy, it falls apart in your mouth really quickly. Like, it does not hold its gummy texture. I can't say that it really honestly tastes like anything that exists in the real world. It's not great. It's not horrible. 5 out of 10 would absolutely not buy if I didn't have to.
All right.
Is too much sugar bad for you?
So a Tootsie Roll Pop has a Tootsie Roll in the middle.
Oh, but we didn't like Tootsie Rolls when they were regular.
But it's better now because it has flavor. Grape, which is my mom's favorite.
How is the grape blue? Have you ever seen a blue grape?
Orange, chocolate, and cherry. Oh, wait, this says raspberry. Oh well, whatever.
Raspberry, I guess.
Yes, that's always been my favorite.
You can always trust the red flavors to be good. So there's a Tootsie Roll in the inside?
Yeah,
Like where there's supposed to be bubble gum?
right. Wait, so do you guys have like blow pops in Germany?
Yeah. The bubble gum inside the lollipop is always terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't last like 5 seconds.
I don't know where they get off calling this raspberry flavored because there's no raspberry near this. The nearest raspberry to this lollipop is in my refrigerator. It's terrible. 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10? 3 out of 10? Man.
The Tootsie Roll Company
Poor Tootsie
should
Roll.
go out of business.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
75.
75 licks is her guess. Now, every American knows how many it is. 1, 2, 3. 3.
American dentists must be making a fortune off of these. Gross.
Yeah, this one didn't just like bite through, it like exploded.
This was dangerous. Is there a warning on these?
We're gonna now hit up the candy that has a lot of controversy around it. Because you either love it or hate it, and mostly you hate it. Candy corn. For some reason, it's still popular. I don't know why.
They look weird. I don't really know why they are called corn because I've never seen orange corn. It looks like a mountain.
It's a big kernel.
It's surprisingly hard. It's supposed to be hard. Oh, it broke.
Okay, we'll eat it now.
Disappointing.
There might be a reason why this is not in Germany. What, is it worse than the Tootsie Roll?
Okay. It's awful, and I would not recommend it. 1 out of 10.
And that's the score it does deserve. But it's always around. You'll always find it every Halloween.
If there's a neighbor that gives you candy corn, I think you have every right to toilet paper their house.
When I encountered Germany's version of Smarties.
Smarties?
I was so confused because they were practically M&Ms but really tiny.
I love Smarties. They're
And
so
in
good.
America, Smarties are these.
They're not like real Smarties?
No, these are the real Smarties. You guys miniaturized your M&Ms and then called them Smarties when these are the real Smarties. They're not really that great, but every Halloween I would have a bunch of rolls of Smarties. And literally, it's just sugar.
So they look like a candy bracelet if they forgot to put the bracelet on?
Kinda. Well, I mean, they're kind of pastel colors, but they are different colors.
They don't taste good. They're Brausetabletten. Not Brausetabletten. Brausesugar? Brausezucker?
So there's
Traubenzucker. They're Traubenzucker. That's what they are.
Traubenzucker?
Traubenzucker. It's like basically the purest form of sugar. This will go straight into your blood. They're okay. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10 for Smarties. Before we get to our very last candy, we do want to talk about all of the runner-ups, such as Sweet Tarts, Spree, Nerds. I didn't get Nerds. Sugar Daddies. So that's just like caramel, and it's on a lollipop stick.
Like the thing you're supposed to put in your tea?
No. I don't know anybody who puts a Sugar Daddy in their tea.
I want to do a shout out to the favorite Halloween treat that I ever got in Germany when I went trick-or-treating. We went to a house in our neighborhood and we knocked, and it was a new family that had just moved in, and she opens the door, she has a baby on her arm, and she looks at us in costume and she's like, oh gosh, it's a Halloween? I forgot. We just had a baby. I don't even know what day it is. I have absolutely nothing. Please don't be mad at me. Here, I know what I bet I can do. And then she ran in her house and she gave us baby food. That's nutritious and yummy.
So, speaking of nutritious and yummy, let's get to our final candy that is very common on Halloween. Raisins.
What?
That's right. Every kid always ends up with a box of raisins in their trick-or-treat bag, and they hate the person who gave it to them. As a Halloween tradition, I'm going to make Josie eat raisins.
Okay, so first of all, I actually do kind of like raisins.
And they are also known as nature's candy.
Honestly, they're not bad. As a kid, though, I would be mad.
Yeah.
That is not what I got dressed up for. I did not walk around the neighborhood for a box of raisins, but I don't hate it.
I just feel like you'd be that person in the neighborhood giving out boxes of raisins.
No, you know, I would make my own pumpkin chocolate cookies.
No parent would ever trust your cookies. So another tradition is when we come home, we would dump all of our candies in the middle of the living room, and then we would sort them out. We'd be checking everything that may have looked like they were unwrapped or may look like that, you know, they've been tampered with. That's kind of a tradition over here in America because you can't trust anybody. But the funny thing is any of the ones that look like they've been opened or unwrapped or anything, we would put in a pile, and my dad would eat all of those.
So your dad is okay with eating the razor blades?
Yeah.
From a kid's perspective, I would rate these at a -5 out of 10. But from a me perspective, I enjoyed these more than any of the other candies just now. 8 out of 10.
Good Lord. Thank you guys for watching our video.
And if you enjoyed this, press the like and say in the comments, don't ever make Josie eat candy again, that poor girl.
Let's all take a vote. Who votes for her to eat more sugar?
Me.
Yeah, Malou.
What is your favorite Halloween candy? Even if you don't know them. Even if you're like, I have never had a Tootsie Roll, but Josie made these sound so great, I need to try them.
Thank you, Patreons, for buying us candy this month. They won't go to waste. They will just last a long time.
No, they will probably be given out on Halloween.
Kids don't come to our house on Halloween.
We shall make them.
We are not in that kind of neighborhood. We'll stand outside on the curb and be like, anybody? 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 We'll throw them in cars passing by.
At cars passing by.
Choose.